For the last month, we've been in a little town called Martinići, which is in Danilovgrad, and still in Montenegro. And we moved here for a month because we had originally booked our place in Risan for 3 months, and then when we wanted to book it for a further 12 months to put a fixed lease on to stay here, they said they'd already had tenants booked for the month of August. So we literally had to move out for a month, and we're moving back again tomorrow to Risan, which I can't wait for. So we've been staying on what pretty much a farm, which is interesting, and I'm definitely not a farm girl. So let's take a look where we've been. It's a really pretty little, well, not actually that little. It's quite a big spot. Our neighbors have got cows and horses and chickens, so it's quite loud and quite quite busy. It's fairly quiet and peaceful, except for the fact that there are 1,000,001 cicadas that are alive and noisy and chirp throughout the entire day, which doesn't work for me. I'm terrified of anything that looks like a cricket. So that's our view. So it's a very pretty spot. Nice fence, which we need for the dog that we rescued. There's 2 small bedrooms. The bathroom is absolutely minute. So, bathroom's very small. The washing machine. The washing machine empties into the shower, so you can either shower or you can wash your clothes, but not both at the same time. It's very entertaining. And then the lounge. We have basically been camping in the lounge for the last month because of that great thing called the aircon. There's only one air conditioner in the house, and that is in the lounge, and it's been in the high 30s, so it's been like 36, 37, 38 degrees. Absolutely insanely hot outside. There's no fans in the house, and there's no way you can sleep in those bedrooms without aircon. So we have been camping in the lounge. There's a pull-out couch. So we've literally been camping in the lounge for the last month. I'm busy packing at the moment, so everything's a mess because we'll be going back home tomorrow, so I apologize for that. The kitchen is so small that if you open the dishwasher, you can't get past it. So it's a tiny kitchen. There's no kettle because there's no counter space. There's no counter space for anything. So there's no kettle. There aren't really any plugs in the kitchen either. So we have our our NutriBullets and our milk frother, which I desperately need, in the lounge. Those are 2 of our 3 kittens that we managed to somehow get. That is Pirate and Squeak. We didn't intend to rescue and adopt kittens. I picked them up because they were stray kittens. There's a massive stray cat problem, stray animal problem here in Montenegro. And these 3 little kittens, these 3 little brothers, had really bad eye infections. So we picked them up to get them neutered and to try and sort out their eyes, but it took quite a while to sort their eyes out, and so now we've kind of landed up with them. We can't just put them back on the street. We also still have the dog, which we've named Fluffbutt for very obvious reasons. It's a descriptor. We picked him up off the road because he was, again, a stray. He was dehydrating on the side of the road, and the intention was to take him to one of the welfare places, one of the dog shelters, but we found out the dog shelters are so busy and so full, and they really don't have the facilities to be good to animals. So now we're sort of stuck with him. He's a Turkish Kangal. Richard is very attached to him. The 2 of them are like spirit. It's like his spirit animal. Would be really good to find him a home because he's really big. He's adorable. He's just the soppiest creature, but intention was really not to get a dog. So from trying to be as light as possible and not have a lot of stuff and be mobile and flexible, we now have 3 cats, a dog, and ourselves to move around. So that has been entertaining. Thankfully, this place has a fence and a big garden, so he's been able to run around. When we go back to Risan, there's no fence, so it's going to be a little bit interesting, and we're going to have a lot more walks during the day. Work-wise, we've been carrying on and, you know, pretty much doing the same stuff. But the main thing that we've been doing is trying to keep cool and trying to keep out the heat. Very happy to be going back to Risan tomorrow. I miss the view of the ocean, what little there is of an ocean breeze. The ability to swim in the sea is going to be something that we need quite badly. And just the ability, you know, having the stuff closer, because the stuff here, it's quite a small town. There's not really very much around, and you can't walk to places. Like, you can't just walk to the shops. It's just too far. So we have to drive everywhere, which I don't like. I want to be in a town where I can reach stuff and I can get hold of stuff and I can go and walk to the shops and that. So that's what we've been doing for the month. We have been camping out in the lounge of a little house in a farm in Danilovgrad and exploring the areas, and we'll be back in Risan tomorrow.